Hello, hi, it's Liz here, and I'm back today with the little journal that I started the other day for Junk Journal July. So we will continue with this, get it done under the wire for tomorrow, the 1st of July, following the prompts provided by Create with Scrimping Mummy. There's a Facebook group, and Amanda's YouTube channel is also Create with Scrimping Mummy. So yeah, okay, so we did the cover, and I've still to add my other pieces to the cover, but I'm going to wait until I have sewn my papers in before I do that. This is going to be my closure. We don't need that just now either. And these are my pages. So what I did off camera, and we don't need the cover just now either. What I did off camera, remember we put our pages together, we folded the pages and we extended them to make them all roughly the same width. So I have gone and done some of the fun bits of adding little bits of decoration to the pages, just so that I'm not got a whole blank page journal. Sometimes it's just good to have something in the corner or something on a page that's bigger, because this has got too many pages for 31 prompts anyway. So I'm glad that some of the pages will already have some bits on it, and I won't feel under pressure to start right from square one. Sometimes it's just a little bit. This is from a pattern. This page wasn't touched. That's some of the Tim Holtz tissue paper with some stamps, a little bit of map and the tissue paper. This wasn't touched, but I've got a little clip in here to remind me that this is a pocket and will need stitched around. So we put a little clip in there so that I can do that pocket once I'm doing all the stitching. We didn't touch that. I've got a little clip here because I pleated this little piece of paper and I just want to put a few rows of stitching there. So I've got a little clip there to remind me to stitch that. And another pocket that will get stitched around. And then I haven't done anything with these two little fancy middles. Another little piece of tissue, book page and an old stamp there. And I've added a wee paper tab to the top there. That's from an old kiddies book. Didn't do anything there, and I've left a few pages with the bits still to be stuck in, just so that you can see just what kind of thing I'm just sticking in. So I looked at this and I thought, oh, do we want P for packing or do we want O for over? And then I thought somehow I could put a fold maybe there, because I couldn't decide, and we can just have a little fancy thing folding over so that we can see the O and the P, and I thought that was quite fun, so we'll just go ahead with that, I think. So these are all the little paper pieces that I'm adding. After adding the paper pieces, I am going to add some little bits of fabric, which is why I don't like to do the stitching for the bits where I've put the paper clips in. I like to do all my stitching all at once. Yeah, happy with that. Right, so that's a little bit of something, and that gives me still a nice plain page to do something on. Then I'm just going to add this little bit of tissue in this corner. I thought I would be back sooner with this, but I'm actually on a week's leave from work. I've got a wee holiday, a wee week's annual leave, and I thought that would mean more crafty time, but we've actually been out and about quite a lot, taking advantage of time off. There we are. That's quite nice, just takes off that plain white. I'm happy with not anything on these darker pages, so that's fine. And I've got a little something for this page here. Until I just check I'm on the fold. Yep. So this is just a scrap from an old book. I've got a stamp and a little teeny tiny piece of music paper. Maybe something like that. We'll get this stuck down first. So yeah, so yesterday or earlier in the week, what did we do? We've been out and about and I just can't quite remember where we've been. Oh yes, we went to the junk shop, the antique shop. I think maybe I've mentioned that in the video already. That's about an hour's drive. So that was nice. We had our lunch. I think maybe about there. So, and we've also been to the Kelpies, which are huge horse statues. Well, they're made of metal. What would they be? Sculptures. Anyway, they're massive. We had been before when they first opened, but this time we wanted to go back because there's a visitor centre and everything now. So that was nice. But I don't want to say too much about that because I'm going to make an entry in my journal and I've got a wee video that I'm going to put on at the end of that crafty video to show you the Kelpies. Right, so this is another pocket that needs sewing, which is why it's got a little clip, and I'm just going to add that there to the pocket because I think maybe the other bits will get decorated during the Junk Journal July prompts, and if it doesn't, well, I can always add little bits in the gaps. Right, I think maybe there's only one more to go, and there's this chap here because he's been kicking about in my box, my goodness, for a long time, and he just every time I come across him in the box of snippets, he makes me smile, and I just thought, do you know what, just put him on there on the end page, and then when I get to the end page I can have a nice laugh at him, a nice smile at the end, I think. So we'll put him there. I don't know if he's one of the 7 dwarfs or what he is. I'm leaving the back page blank because sometimes I like to write what it is, and if it's Junk Journal July and whose prompts I followed, and whether it was a success for me or not, or whether I struggled through the month, or I just like to maybe do a little bit of journaling on the back. Right, so that's all the little bits of papery collages done, added to our corners and whatnot. Still some stitching to do. Now I have here my little dish of fabric snippets that we're going to add. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue them on, or just so that there's enough to keep them in place, and then I'll stitch them all on. So we can have fun now, just adding some tabs. And so I've got these pieces, let me sort them out. These pieces folded over for tabs. I just want to see, there's a tab, just random pieces of fabric that have been left over. So I've got that, and I've got that. I've got this, and this. Right. This I think maybe for an edge. This for an edge. That for an edge, and I've got a nice piece of ribbon, and I've got some pom-pom trim as well, and of course a little bit of tartan, because why not? Right, I think we'll do the edges first, just because I think it might be obvious where there should be an edge. That's nice there. And I'm just going to actually, if something's nice, I'm just going to go for it. And also it can, stick out the edge. I think is cool. Not so much with this one, because this one isn't double-sided. So when we stitch that on, we'll get a nice stitch line down there, and that will be nice. Okay, so let's see. Something down here. And it doesn't even need to be the full length of the page. I think we'll put this on using the fabric, well, the 3-in-1, because I don't think my sewing skills will sew pom-pom trim on. I think you need to be quite skilled to get that on like that. I think that's quite cute, isn't it? I've got a little bit of glue there. There we are. Right, we'll leave that to dry, and let's see. Maybe down this music page would be nice. Yeah. And I think we'll glue that on again. I might stitch that. I might do that once that's dry. Right, we're going to be stitching down there, but I think I still want something. Just move that along a bit. Yeah, I want something down here. Oh, that's quite bold, isn't it? Quite like all the threadiness that adds. I think we'll just cut a smidgen off that. This is from hubby's shirt. I think that might have been a cuff. Oh dear. I think we'll definitely give that a wee stitch. Yeah. Right, that's a pocket. I'm not going to do anything with those two middle bits yet. Now, what have we still got? Maybe leave that. Maybe do something on... That's already got a fancy. Here's the next, the other bit of music. I'm starting to lose my fold. There we are. I think we'll put that there. If I use that, I can stretch it out and then I can go over it with a wee stitch. Broader. Yeah, we'll give that a wee stitch. Now maybe another bit of pom-pom. What have we got left? Yeah, let's put pom-pom here. So we've got, I think the white will go nice there. So I can't promise every day, but I'll certainly do most of the prompts for sure. But you know what it's like, you start off the month with good intentions and yeah, things get in the way, but not to worry. As long as what we do, we have fun. And we can always stretch it into August. I mean, There's not any rules, is there? Right. Now, do we want something on the back page? I quite like that. And we'll give that a wee stitch up the middle as well, just to, but I don't mind it ruffling up. Okay, so that's our edges, and it's looking pretty good with the edges. So let's add some tabs. Right, I've got these. That's quite nice. Doesn't stick out very much. This is a bigger one. Do you know, I'm not sure because I quite like seeing that through that gap there. So let's do one here. Yeah. And again, I'll just stitch these. Just use the Pritt stick for the moment to hold them. And of course it's a tab, so you want it to come over the edge. Right. Maybe on here. I think so. This was an old pillowcase from a duvet set. I don't think I've got much of it left. Mind you, there's not much of hubby's shirt left either. I think just 2 sleeves. Right, now that's a pocket. I'm not doing anything with them. That's got a little paper tab on the top. That's a bit of glue that's come through, not to worry. Now, I wonder, if that, oh no, that looks odd upside down, doesn't it? I like that. Good. What have we got left? And of course, if you don't have, oops, sorry, a sewing machine, then just use proper glue for fabric. I'm just quickly using my glue stick because I'm going to take it to the machine. Right, let me look, see. I think we need another one near the beginning. This one. This is an old dish towel. I can look at his books and say, oh, there we are, shirt, dish towel, pillowcase. Now we've got to add a little bit of tartan somewhere. Just got to keep checking, haven't we, just to make sure that we're on track with the way we want it to look. Of course, we could double up, couldn't we? Give the shirt a little kilt. I'm not sure. Maybe on this side. Right, even although that's got a paper tab at the top, we could put it there. Yeah, I'm going to put it there. Is that way out? Now I think we are ready for the sewing machine. Just get the lids on the pockets, they were on the glues. Right, so yes, I think now we're at the stage of we can take each page to the machine, and I will start just deciding that one, yes, down the back. So each page will get a little stitch of sorts, or most pages anyway, and I will be back. Okay, I'm back. That was a marathon and my spool ran out and everything happened. Couldn't get the needle threaded again, but never mind, we're here. It's all stitched and I've also sewn it in using a simple three hole pamphlet stitch. There's plenty of videos. I've got one too on how to do the stitching in. It's just 3 holes and you're in and out and in and out, and I haven't done a very good straight job, but I'm going to be covering this anyway. Everything that I showed you, all the little tabs, all stitched in. So the pockets have been stitched as well. There's a pocket. Like there's one at the back, isn't there? Yes, this envelope. So just quickly, roughly all stitched. There's one there. Right, so now I just want to finish off the cover by adding these pieces here, and these are just going to be glued on. So we're just going to add a little bit of the glue to the centre here. I'm only adding it to the centre because this glue might show through this calico, and if I only do it there, it means it's going to be covered by this, which is good. And we will do the same again for this. It's nice to be putting finishing touches. I have to say, I'm really pleased with how it's worked out. I'm looking forward to doing some of the prompts. Now, does this need to go this way or this way? That's the thing. You know, it's nice both ways, isn't it? I quite like the thick down the bottom, I think. Don't know how I'm going to get this glued on. I'm just going to have to dab little bits. Do I want it all the way, or do I want it halfway? I'm going to end up faffing about with this for a while. I think about there. Right. Let's go along that bottom edge for a start, and then we will dab some of the bigger pieces. Right, let's do that for now. I can always go back and do any bits that are loose. Right, let's do the same here. Getting hungry. It's nearly tea time. This has taken me much longer than what I thought it would to finish it off. I thought, oh, I'll just get some tabs to add and some trim, and you know, there's not that much doing. It won't take me long. Never mind, macaroni cheese tonight. Yeah, so the closure, I have sewn the two pieces of fabric together, and I have managed to do it the plain side. Never mind, it can always twirl around at some point. So this is going to be the closure, and I think we're going to do we want that blue bit? Do I want the blue bit at all? Yes, I think the blue bit does add to it, so let's use this. hello, hello. Be forever who you are. A little shining star. Okay. I think we are nearly there. What do we think? Yeah. Let's have one last quick flip through. Because I think what I'll do is I'll put July 2023 there, maybe stamp it and add a little plaque for what it is. So this is us. A little pocket there. A little pocket there. Your two fancy middle pages. A little bit of tartan. And then that little flippy bit. Oh, that page wasn't in. Well, do you know what? It doesn't matter because it's long enough. Actually, that's quite good. Where's the other side of that? Right, that's okay. Well, that was quite maybe a fortunate error because it means those little white pom-poms are sticking out a little bit more. So we'll say that that was deliberate. That little faux pas there where I didn't line them up properly, but not to worry. I think everything else is all right, I hope. I didn't even flick through it before I came on. Right. Yeah. Okay. That's me done. Ready for... Oh, hello. Ready for my hello. In fact, I could easily say I've already done collage and a label and a snippet because I've already put things like that in, but I won't because that's cheating, isn't it? You've got to do fresh ones for the... I don't think I'm going to do them in order. I think I'm going to chop and change and pick some things that will go together. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, the usual. If you've enjoyed the video, a thumbs up is very much appreciated, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.